Hi. So we're going to try a new type of solving systems of equations. It's called systems of equations by elimination. We're going to spread it out over 2 weeks. Fortunately, this is usually students' favorite of the three, right? We did graphing. We did substitution, which students usually don't like very much. And then elimination is usually the favorite. So let's check it out. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. This you might just want to kind of get in your head. You need to have the same coefficient with different signs, one positive, one negative. That's going to make more sense in just a minute, but I like to throw it out there up front. You'll see why. All right. The used Chromebook I bought is so slow. Okay. So, systems of equations by elimination, where we have, if you take a look right here, we have the same coefficient, which means number before letter, right? So 4, and different signs. One is a positive, one's a negative. That's like always what we're gonna need, right? So let's talk about. So in future videos, we'll talk about what to do when we don't have that. But this video, we have that. So let's see what we're supposed to do. It's basically adding up and down to cancel things out, right? So we're just gonna go ahead. Oh, come on. We're gonna go ahead and add straight up and down. So 4x plus negative 4x, it's really just like 4x minus 4x is nothing. So we're adding straight up and down, and these guys just cancel out. And that's wonderful. Then we have 2y minus 6y, right? If we're just adding up and down, we have 2y minus 6y giving us negative 4y. Equal sign comes down. And these guys, both positive, right? So that's adding. You got 22 plus 6, which is 28. So we just added straight up and down. And now we have a one-step equation to figure out what y is. So we are going to go ahead. We have this beautiful, I'm just going to rewrite it so it's a little neater. Divide both sides by negative 4. And y equals negative 7. Now you're going to remember though, right? We're doing a system of equations. That means we need to solve for both x and y. So I'm going to clear this up. We already know that y is negative 7. I'm just going to clear up my page because this is terrible. Okay, so again, we know y is negative 7. Cool. So now we have to find x. So I'm going to pick either the top equation or the bottom. Doesn't matter. And I'm going to plug in that negative 7 for y. So this kind of is like substitution, but not all crazy, right? So we're going to take this negative 7. I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to pick the top equation because it has like less negatives, and I like that. So 4x plus 2. I'm just going to leave a blank for y because I'm going to plug in what I got, right? So 4x plus 2y, which we know is negative 7. And then we solve. 4x minus 14 is 22. Add 14 to both sides. We got 4x equals 36. Divide both sides by 4. I always run out of space. And that's 9. So x is 9. Y is negative 7. Yay! All right, straight up and down. So now we do have the same coefficient on the same variable. One's a plus, one's a minus. Awesome. Let's roll with it. It happens to be y this time, but who cares? These guys basically cancel out because 4y minus 4y is nothing. So you have negative 7x plus, right? Because it's a plus if there's nothing in front of it. Negative 7 plus 6y is negative 1x. And that's going to equal And we're just going to do what it says. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. One step. Cancel, cancel. And x equals negative 3 divided by negative 1. Negative divided by negative is a positive. 3 divided by 1 is 3. All right. So we got our first, right? Now we need y. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with the top one just because it doesn't matter. Negative 7. X I'm going to plug in plus 4y is negative 1. I'm going to take the x that I found, plug it in. Cool. Negative 21 plus 4y equals negative 1. Negative 1. Ew. Okay. We add 21 to both sides. Negative 1 plus 21 is 20. Divide both sides by 4. And y equals 5. So my final answer, I have x, 3, y, 5. So these are a little time consuming, but your assignment this week's not that long. Pause. Okay, now we just have like x minus x, which is nothing, right? Because it's like 1 minus 1 is 0. And then, so these are the ones that cancel, right? And y plus 4y, don't forget, if we don't list a coefficient, that coefficient is 1. So we can't just like ignore that it's there, right? So 1y plus 4y is 5y. And that equals 14 plus 16, that's 30. Divide by 5 on both sides. And y is 6. Clean this up a little bit. I'm going to go with the top one because negatives are annoying, right? So we got x plus y equals 14. But we know y is 6, so it's really x plus 6 equals 14. And it's a plus 6, so we're going to zero it out, right, by subtracting. And therefore, x equals 8. So our final answer, 8, 6. All right. Now, you try. I got some multiple choice stuff here. You give it a shot.